Welcome back to Silver Mike Official. Today, the story you're about to hear takes place in Willow Creek, Texas. My name is Jordan Reyes. I'm 27, and I'm the family disappointment because I trade suits for oil-stained coveralls as a mechanic at a local auto shop on the outskirts of town. I'm jotting this down like a letter to my younger self, so I never lose sight of the day my dad decided my choices weren't worth acknowledging. Ever put your dreams on hold to hold your family together, only to end up as the punchline at holiday dinners? While my sisters climbed corporate ladders and racked up advanced degrees, I stuck around Willow Creek after Mom's accident left her unable to work, fixing cars to cover her medical bills and keep the lights on. It wasn't flashy, but it was honest labor. Grease under my nails, back sore from bending over engines, but the rent got paid. To my dad, though, my toolbox and work boots screamed underachiever. I can still hear his chuckle from that backyard cookout last summer when cousins asked about my big plans. He waved it off with, "Jordan's still finding his way. He's tinkering at a garage for now." He couldn't even say mechanic. When I mentioned pulling double shifts to support Mom, he cornered me later and muttered, "Why can't you aim higher like your sisters? This is just embarrassing." I bit my tongue. The shame, the frustration, the way conversations shifted away from me like I was yesterday's news. I convinced myself it was temporary, that if I grinded harder, he'd eventually respect it. Little did I know, my birthday was approaching, and with it a social media post that would shatter the illusion and set me free. Before I spill what my dad posted on that family Facebook group and the move that erased me from their world, tell me, what time is it where you are right now and where are you tuning in from? I'm dying to know how this tale spreads across the map. Birthdays in Willow Creek meant dusty barbecues and cold beer under string lights. At the shop, it just meant another oil change and the hum of air compressors. I was wiping down a workbench during lunch, phone in my pocket buzzing like it knew something I didn't. I told myself I wasn't expecting much, maybe a quick happy birthday text. I was wrong. The notification popped, Family Reyes Group. My gut twisted for a beat. I pictured Dad typing, "Proud of all my kids, including you, Jordan." Instead, I tapped in and read a polished paragraph. "Birthday bash for the stars, so blessed by my accomplished daughters, Sophia, the marketing exec, closing deals, Mia, our rising accountant, and Carla, soon-to-be engineer. Dinner at 7, let's toast to your futures." He tagged them all. My name? Nowhere. Not a nod, not even a generic emoji. Reactions flooded in. Sophia with thumbs up, Mia with party hats, Carla with "Love ya, Dad." I refreshed obsessively, waiting for a fix-up, a "whoops" and Jordan too, or one of my sisters to chime in, "Hey, what about Jord?" Nothing, just crickets. The screen blurred as anger boiled up, echoing that cookout dismissal. This wasn't a slip, it was a billboard, high achievers only. My throat burned, but I reread it until it sank in like engine sludge. Then my phone rang, Dad calling. His profile pic grinned mockingly. I knew the drill. He'd gaslight me into thinking I was too sensitive. I let it voicemail. He texted, "Hope no hard feelings. Tonight's about celebrating real milestones. Your family always." Family, sure, just not the kind worth spotlighting. Ever stared at your dad's words, proving you're an afterthought in his narrative? I didn't reply. Pocketing my phone felt like sealing a grave. Back under a hood, my mind raced while my hands worked. They'd drawn the line, now I'd cross it. The morning after my birthday, my 5 a.m. alarm hit differently. No more chasing Dad's nod. That night, post-shift, I crashed at my one bedroom with a legal pad. 2 columns, stay in touch versus walk away. Dramatic? Maybe, but I needed it black and white. Left side, family traditions, potential reconciliation, not the villain kid. Right side, no more erasure, room to breathe, my rules, real peace. The right filled quicker. But doubt nagged. Who ghosts their dad over a post? It sounded like his voice, dismissing me again. My phone lit up. Group pics from the dinner. Dad beaming with Sophia in her power suit, Mia in pearls, Carla with her laptop bag. Captions, my powerhouse girls, grateful every day. Comment from Dad, 3 reasons to smile, no fourth. Then private texts, Sophia, missed you but Dad said you were swamped, don't overthink it. Mia, next time step up your game and he'll loop you in, you know him. No one said the post was messed up. It was on me, apparently. I screenshotted the exclusion, locked it away as proof. Then, finger steadying, I muted the group for good. Blocked Dad, Sophia, Mia, hesitated on Carla, the youngest, who'd seen this play out like a rerun, but left her open. My buddy from the shop, Diego Ramirez, swung by with burgers. He clocked my vibe, the pad. Spill, he said. I shoved it over. He scanned, then met my eyes. You know the calm man, you wrote it. Whispering, would you bail on family if they treated you like a ghost? He shrugged. Anyone shrinking you on purpose? Yeah, kin or not. It clicked. I grabbed the pen, scrawled, I pick me in bold. Next day, a weird calm hit. Family is choice, not chain. Silence bloomed, not hollow, just mine. I leaned into the shop, not for props, but proof. When boss Luis Vargas floated reimbursing certs for advanced auto tech, I jumped. Diagnostics, hybrid systems, management basics at Willow Creek Community College. Diego tagged along. We geeked out in front rows, swapping tips over bad coffee. Pride sparked, tied to sweat, not scrolls. One rainy Wednesday, hustling into class, a voice stopped me. Jordan? Carla, backpack slung by the vending machines, hoodie, jeans, real, not posed. Shock mixed with warmth. Didn't know you were here, she said. Me neither, I replied. Awkward beat, then she spilled, Mom thinks I'm all in on engineering, but I snuck this auto elective, wanted options. The facade cracked. We parked on stairs. She admitted seeing the post. Wanted to call it out, but Sophia said drop it. Sorry, Jord. It stung less than expected. Not on you, I said. She fidgeted. Dad's off sense, acts normal but gripes about you ghosting. Church folks ask where you are and he hates fumbling excuses. He's pissed you're thriving without his script. I laughed bitterly. So he's embarrassed by my embarrassing life? She nodded sadly. He cares, twisted way, just can't stand you not fitting his mold. Now whispers follow, ripples from my exit. You don't have to play his game, I told her. Chase what fits you. She asked, coming back? I paused. When wins felt mine, first thought wasn't show Dad. It was I earned this. Distance beats that table for now. We parted with a hug. Her words lingered. You're tough for this. My bump up came midweek. Luis said, Jordan, you're a machine whisperer. Lead tech on the fleet contract. Better pay, calls the shots. You game? Stunned, but my nod was pure. I did this. Role kicked ass, training rookies, troubleshooting nightmares, building crew trust from shared grit. Doubt snuck in nights, scrolling shadows of siblings' glow-ups. One binge led to a vent in my notes app on undervalued trades, family snubs. It morphed. I posted anonymously, high achievers only, when Dad posts everyone but you. Raw on the birthday snub, questioning worth tied to approval. Views exploded. Comments, same with my plumbing gig. Cut ties, best move. Diego spotted it. That's you. Own it, bro. Then a church pal shared it. Heartbreaking. Dads value all paths. It circled Dad's orbit. Him clueless as the bad guy. Days later, unknown voicemail. Dad clipped. Jordan heard this viral post. Folks sending it saying it rings bells. Don't drag our name. Call. Reputation over repair. Saved it. Evidence. Luis caught wind. If that's yours, powerful. You're rising, Reyes. A shop event flyer from Diego. Story slam. Family fails. I balked, but it stuck. Signed up. Stage night, knees knocking, mic hot. Dad called my mechanic life a joke. Room hushed. Spilled the post. Blocks. Blog. Voicemail. Asked, ever realize family's love vanishes if you don't shine their way? Nods. Tears. Off stage, page, shares, your words, I left my toxic clan. Bus home, blog reshared big. High achievers dad is therapy fuel. Carla commented, some achievers just perform, others survive real, proud sting.
In the sun-baked streets of Los Angeles, where palm trees swayed like forgotten promises, lived Tom, a 50-year-old mechanic fresh out of rehab, his hands still trembling from years of battling alcohol addiction. His daughter, Sarah, now 28 and a graphic designer in San Francisco, had barely spoken to him since high school. "You chose the bottle over us, Dad," she'd said the last time, her voice cracking like thunder before she hung up. But deep down, Sarah clung to a childhood memory, her 10-year-old self begging for a road trip to the Grand Canyon, a dream Tom had promised but never delivered. One rainy evening, Tom's phone buzzed with a text. "I'm coming down. We need to talk." Sarah arrived at his modest apartment, her eyes guarded but hopeful. "I found your old postcards from Route 66, she said softly. "Let's go, for old time's sake." Tom nodded, tears welling. "I've messed up so much, kiddo. This is my chance to make it right." They hit the road in Tom's rusty pickup, tracing the iconic Route 66 from California through Arizona's deserts. The first night, under a canopy of stars in a dusty motel, painful memories surfaced. "You missed my graduation because you were passed out," Sarah whispered, her voice breaking. Tom gripped the steering wheel the next day, confessing, "I was drowning in grief after Mom left, but that doesn't excuse abandoning you. I'm so sorry, Sarah. I love you more than life, and I've regretted every lost moment." Laughter crept in amid the heartache, sharing greasy diner burgers, recounting how Tom once taught her to skip stones at a lake, or blasting old rock tunes on the radio, singing off-key like they did as a family. "Remember when we'd pretend the car was a spaceship?" Sarah giggled through tears. "You were my hero then." As they reached the Grand Canyon's edge at sunset, the vast chasm mirrored their emotional depths. Wind whipping their hair, Tom pulled Sarah into a hug. "This view? It's nothing compared to seeing you smile again," he toked out. "Forgive me?" Sarah sobbed. "I already have, Dad. We're home now, in each other's hearts." They stood there, arms linked, as the sun dipped low, a symbol of second chances. Back in California, their bond unbreakable, Tom whispered nightly, "Thank you for redeeming me." And Sarah knew, love's road, though bunky, always leads to healing.